Hello and welcome back to the Seleucid campaign, where we are expanding Alexander's legacy ever farther every time. I do hope you all are ready for some more action. Appreciate those who watched the last episode, took the time to support, with the likes and the comments, as maybe this whole series has been a long time. I don't know how many more episodes we have left. Probably not many. This one's kind of in a wrap-up phase, in my opinion. I do have to liberate the Turdetani by request of some of the viewers, before we have a victory condition, but we'll see what we get here. I don't intend to map wipe. Some people might be sad because they want to see a fight with the Iceni, but I mean, at this point, I don't know. We'll see, right? We'll see. You all can leave your comments. Tell me what you think a good stopping point is. Personally, I think that we're basically there. I just want to liberate the Turdetani. I could actually get a campaign victory by recruiting a bunch of ships. I think that that's one of the only things keeping me from the victory objectives. Ultimate objectives. So, we control plenty of settlements. We have the key ones. We've got plenty of units. Basically, I just need 33 naval units. And we have campaign victory by CA's requirements. So that's one way we could do it. I have these fleets going here. I don't know how many, 14 to 20. We could just expand these fleets. That would give me, what, 40 of the 60 that I need? And just make one more full fleet of trash ships. Which, you know, I'll go ahead and do, like over here at Carthago. I'll just raise some forces. You know what? We could get a different family. Oh, we got a disloyal family here, the Parthians. Not so happy with me. I'm gonna have to start buying them off here. I'll see if I can buy off the Parthians a little. There we go. I'm going to grab an Egyptian families person to lead my fleet, because it's not likely that the Egyptian families are going to revolt from me. Basically, I'm just going to get in here and recruit a bunch of cheap units. Stuff like this, like a raiding ship. There we go, so in 4 turns, I'll have a bunch of extra ships there. And then our other fleets, this one was kind of sailing away. Jesus. Just go ahead and go in here. Pick the mercenary unit because they're going to cost me more upkeep. And just get these raiding ships to fill things up. My other fleet right here.
Fleet reporting. Recruiting more ships.
There we go. Alright, so in a few turns, I'll have the 60 ships requisite for campaign victory. Speaking of objectives, I'm going to wait till the very end and take Kartuba and then try and liberate the Turdetani, because Numidia does have a lot of troops, albeit they're kind of trashy troops. Still a lot of troops, and I don't want to give them a chance to like start backing up any progress I've made.
None will escape.
Bring in the defenders of Olympus.
Like kenneled dogs.
And let's go ahead and fight this one. They're going to kill a bunch of my elephants. At least I expect they will. Not too bad, actually. Subjugate, raise. Can be either a client state or satrapy. I think it's because it's the last settlement for the Arverni. Yeah, I think that's because that was the last settlement for them. There is a small Arverni force here. If they attack me someplace where I don't have Pikes in the garrison, they might be able to get the better of me. Or I should say enough Pikes in the garrison. There we go. We'll get stuff converted there. We're at war with this faction here, the Sequani. We defeated them quite massively on the last episode. I'm gonna defeat them again right here. And then just take their settlement. I think they were a one settlement faction.
Waiting for more orders. We hunger, ready for battle.
Yeah, there's no liberate. There's a subjugate, but again, it could just be because it's their last faction.
Ready for orders.
That won't be the case with... I should have raised it. That won't be the case with the Numidians over there. Tear all that stuff down. Alright. What else were we working on? We do not have a war with Pontus. But we had just smashed into the Getae, and I think that was their only faction, or their only settlement. There are other settlements over here, though, for Celtic Confederation. I want to build something here before I end up with patchy factories. Okay. We got these guys pretty well hemmed in. And then I've got my eye close on Pontus. Basically just waiting for Pontus to make the wrong call. And then we make them pay. Make them pay a dear, dear price. They would be pushed out of Asia Minor rather rapidly. I basically got every one of their settlements bracketed here. So that's looking good. Let's see what our spy is up to. Much else to spy on down here, so I might start sending him up towards Iceni territory. And our dignitary was still kind of just poking around in Boii territory. Let's see here, Pericles' Pride needs to wait where they're at for now, because that settlement needs to be guarded. Sons of Rhea are right where I want them. Where we need them for the moment. What's with the Keltisi here? Let's get a look at them quickly.
I have little gain in wasting the day on you. What you say had better please my ears.
They're a satrapy of Numidia. Interesting. Alright. Good to know. Okay. I think that we're probably ready to end a turn. Can't remember if I have any patchy factories set up to pop out on us, so I'm going to do a quick run through all my settlements. Definitely have more buildings that need to be upgraded. Lots of them. No patchy factories. Go back over here into Iberia. Do a little bit of building. Alright, we shouldn't have any... We do have skill points here on Hannibal's Revenge. It's going to be for the new commander, which is good. He's nowhere near the level that Hannibal was at, but, you know, Hannibal was level 10 and probably like 80 years old when he died. Does pick up an army tradition, though, which is cool. We got this unrelenting force and siege experts, which is really nice. We got companions, which will improve our cavalry and infantry all the way up to 18%. Wow, that is actually really good. 18% melee attack skill, but we also get it right here. Morale on foreign territory. Morale for units. Melee defense, attack range, weapon damage and attack. Those are very minor improvements. I think this one, the companions, will probably be a good one. Let's go with companions. All right. Then let's end our turn, and I'm gonna get to some of your comments here. First comment was from B-Dogs, and thanks for being a longtime channel member, B-Dogs. Appreciate it. He says, you know it's going to be a good day when Air uploads a new Seleucid video. Well, I'm glad you think so, and I'm very glad that you're enjoying it. Yeah, we're going to lose this. I'm going to have to take it back from the Arverni. So we won't waste our time there. But yeah, thank you, B-Dogs. Appreciate it. Nick Bear says, wonderful episode. Great to see you still getting worked up about losing a general and dishing out retribution to those who dare oppose your expansion. Never change, Air. It's what keeps me coming back for more. The series has been an absolute triumph. Well, thank you, Nick Bear. Glad you are enjoying it. That makes me very happy to hear. Bozy321 says, to paraphrase an old quote, the Spartans used to believe that long hair makes a good-looking man even more beautiful, and long hair on an ugly mug makes a man even more terrifying for his enemies to behold. In this instance, Air with long hair would be an unconquerable terror to his enemies. I like it. And thanks for taking the time to make fun of my ugly mug. I appreciate it. You know, I'm disappointed. A lot of you didn't come in here and make fun of me, you know? Shame. Just shame. Godwin says, play as the Tanukids and Attila. They're so interesting. Being a group of Christian hordes terrorizing the Byzantines sounds fun. Does sound like an odd twist of fate. Conquer Tunes says, in an ambush situation, you can allow the enemy army to march into a more advantageous position so long as your troops don't move or shoot at the enemy. They will remain hidden until you spring the trap. Good to know. Thank you. Dermentia, you beautiful soul. Thanks for all the support, man. You have been absolutely crazy. He says the Sioux are great with both Kisho Ninja and Ninja on the campaign map. It's unique for Fall of the Samurai and requires a bit more thought than a Satsuma steamroller. But we all enjoy a good Satsuma steamroller. It is definitely a lot of fun. I'll think about that one. Thank you for the good suggestion, and thank you for all the support. All right, let's get back into this turn. We have a settlement we need to go retake from the roving Arverni army there. We have a few more pikemen in this one. May be able to hold out, but they hired a bunch of mercenaries. And then it looks like this fleet will probably turn around and try and come up here to Brigantium. Kind of be expected at that point. We don't have a garrison there yet, so I'm guessing these fleets are going to bounce up here.
Ready for orders.
Olispo's not going to be well defended either. That, and I'll build some stuff there. I think they're going to go to Brigantium, so I'm going to start moving that army. My fleets are pulling in more recruits. And we took care of our enemies there, so really it's now just a matter of wiping out the Celtic Confederation. This army got quite a bit of replenishment done, but not entirely. We've almost got enough siege engines here. I might kind of want to actually siege battle these guys, because we do massively outgun them at this point, so I'll just go ahead and siege them a little further. The Starnai are still there. I'm going to force march this way. A little bit of a risk here that we could get caught up in an ambush if there's an army of the Celtic Confederation right across the border. But we should be okay. Do that. I want to say I was tearing some stuff down. These new settlements, let's just double check on it. Make sure I'm not leaving any... Oh, it was here. Here. Yep, this is where I had the potential for patchy factories. Here we go. And let's just head into some of our Africa. Africa's a cash cow now too. Hellas. Libya. Improve that there. Macedonia. And upgrade Pella to the metropolis. Parthia here. Go ahead and upgrade stuff in Parthia. Asia's looking good. I did some upgrades there, anticipating a war with Pontus. We've pretty much spent our money at this point. Really don't think we have anybody else to move, so I'm going to go ahead and end another turn here. The Lost Creeper says, "Hey, Air, you might have gotten this question a lot by now, but what completely new historical Total War would you like to see? I personally would like a new game in Americas during the Golden Age of the Native American and Native South American people. Your videos make me smile. Keep up the good work. Much love from the Netherlands." Well, thank you, Lost Creeper. I would like to see the most, at this point, a second rendition of Empire Total War. So for me, that would be the highest on my list. Outside of that, I'm not huge on the medieval times, but I kind of get a feeling that a Medieval 3 would be pretty epic for the Total War series. So I could probably see myself going there if I were not to get the Empire 2 entry that I would like to have. Like, the Celts are going to do this now where they just go bounce in front of me for as long as they can.
Our struggle will end badly.
No, it is going to end badly for you. It's not going to end badly for me, but nice try. Trying to come in there and get some peace, but it ain't happening. Yeah, anyway, that's me. James Crane says, "I know it's upsetting, but it makes me feel better about getting upset over losing my own generals to see you miffed at losing your admiral." Yeah, I still get miffed. I have a hard time controlling it. Ardek, thanks for being such a long time channel member. Appreciate you. He says, "In fairness, your admiral at Ars fell before the might of MLG Freeman. Your mistake was throwing shade at them at the outset of the battle, and they weren't having any of that." Well, you must be correct. I don't know how else to explain it. But, yeah, you must be correct. Ooh, a bunch of children born. Son comes of age. Good stuff. We needed a son to come of age. Okay, so let's come in here behind the Arverni, retake that settlement.
Settlement.
AI's doing its death throes move here, where it basically just goes cutting a swath through your territories as quick as it can because it knows it's defeated and has nothing left. So that's just kind of the way that they try to roll here whenever they get put between a rock and a hard place. I expected these fleets to turn around and come back to Brigantium. Brigantium doesn't have much of a defense right now, but it will have a decent defense over the next few turns. Could take this army. Would like to get here. Where will they head next? Ars is guarded. Can't really go for Carthage. I think they're kind of stuck, to be honest, so I'm just going to keep this army kind of waiting to see where these fleets bounce to. And I think that we'll be good at that point, just protecting them. Alright, so buildings, once again, let's search from top to bottom here. We ended last one. Asia, we've done some work. Cilia is looking pretty great. Let's do some work over here on Asia. There we go. So that'll be our investment this turn around. And I think, once again, we're pretty much good. I've kind of got everybody in the position I want to be at the moment. Except for right here. We go ahead and push against the Celtic Confederation. And raise these settlements. Alright. This army is still doing a bit of replenishing. I'll leave it right up here on the border. That way it can replenish just a bit more and then we'll hit a kink. They got this small army behind me. Unless they hire mercenaries, I don't think it's going to be big enough to cause me a great deal of trouble. But I guess they could try and prove me wrong. Alright, let's end another turn. Get some more comments here. Jackson Barnett says a Swaby or Marcomanni campaign would be very cool. Strong challenge against Celtic neighbors with an added goal of forming a German confederation. That would be fun. Swaby factions are fun to play. Hovig, thanks for being a channel member. He says, Air, thank you for this channel. Helped me a lot back in 2019 and 2020. Total War Rome 2 is my favorite. Please keep it up. Well, thank you, Hovig. Appreciate it. Glad to hear it helped you. I know a lot of us were probably facing basically unwanted boredom and entrapment in those years, so I'm glad it was something that could help you. That makes me happy to hear. These guys, I'm just going to own them. We haven't fought a battle yet, I don't think. Ryan Pierce says, I'd love to see a Rome 2 Empire Divided Gallic Rome campaign. Interesting mix of Roman and Barbarian. That could be interesting as well. I want to play a Roman campaign at some point. I'm not saying it will be the next campaign. I feel like I want to play a good Roman campaign. You know, I'm always trashing on them and never playing them. And that's fine, right? You know, that's what Carthaginians do. But at the same time, I feel like I want to get some Rome time in. They have such cool looking units. You know, gotta appreciate. Heavy archers. I shouldn't have attacked in the rain, or yeah, I shouldn't have attacked in the rain.
Elephants at the ready. Pikes. Hellenic cataphracts. Armored elephants. Assaults.
Okay.
Armored elephants. Quickly now.
Let's. Oh, they attacked me. Never mind. I don't think I would have picked the rain, but well, they got reinforcements coming. Ain't much gonna matter. These guys are very short for this earth.
Draw swords and prepare.
Joe, I'll get a little close-in action here.
At the ready.
Archers are gonna open fire. Let them whip out some precision shot here. You watch the Celtic Confederation coming towards me under heavy archer fire. They're gonna be getting absolutely shredded. My silver shield swordsmen here. Very cool looking units.
Silver shield swordsman. Your orders. Melee infantry at your command. Ready? Shield ready. Silver shield.
Our hidden units
I'm gonna start the process of maneuvering here.
Commander. Armored elephants. Riders at the double. Forward. My lord. Heavy archers. Silver shield swordsman.
Alright, my heavy archers are absolutely owning right now, and I love it.
Melee troops awaiting orders. Royal protests. Fire on the enemy. What are your orders? Orders. Find your target. Silver shield swordsman waiting.
I feel like this silver shield's taking a lot more damage than it deserved. Mercenary Dacian skirmishers, they are decent skirmishers. Celtic slingers. Push these guys up. I'm gonna go ahead and push these Celtist units. Back there. I'm trying to move up, get in range of these units. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing.
By your command. Armored elephant. Our orders. Ready and waiting. Assaults. Riders, advance. Ready for orders. Royal protests.
I'm basically just using this heavy infantry to kind of separate off the enemy heavy infantry and cavalry.
Armored elephants. Advance at speed. Melee troops awaiting orders. Hellenic cataphracts. War elephants. Knights. Taxis. Your orders. Advance. We await
Our general is under attack.
Indeed he is.
What are your orders? Forever loyal.
Second win for the whole group there. Alright, we basically surrounded all this stuff. And I've got my Ozet Knights in over here. Perfect. Alright, so my general got in and started owning.
By your command. Fire! Ready! Orders! Engage! Our orders!
Alright, we crushed all their units back here. They just have a couple of units trying to hold out, but it's not going to last long. My Ozet Knights are running down their final skirmish. I like this guy, like, wearing, like, bandito, like, just escaped from jail clothes here. Okay. So, solid victory there. And, Danielle says, Justinian, age seems like a fun idea. Why don't you put up a poll to decide the next campaign? I might. I'll probably put together a list of ideas, similar to what we did with this one. And then put that one up for a vote once I put some ideas in there. But it depends. There might be a specific campaign that I've just been longing to do. Like, for instance, like finishing up my West Rome campaign. Potentially, I might just pick it and do it, because there's probably not a ton left to it. I don't know. I'd have to go look at it and see, just to get a feel for it. Let's release the captives here. Make some extra cash. Mikey Pickett says, hope you're considering a Roman campaign. I am, and I said so just a moment ago. Says, would like to see how you utilize heavy infantry-based factions like Rome. They're a lot of fun to use. I like some of their auxiliary units and mercenaries that they can bring in as well, and I like combining those with the awesome Roman heavy infantry. Horsemen settlement captured. Raise it. And let's start building here. Alright, so Dacia is beginning to come under our control in its entirety. This army is ready to assault a kink. Not much here. Yeah, this must be their last settlement, because again we get the option to subjugate them. We're not going to, just going to raise their settlement. This should be good. Okay. So the Celtic Confederation is basically no more. They do have this army here, which could make a run at some of our settlements. This one would be a nice target for them, so we'll see what they do. They could attack me here. So, like I said, we'll see what they're up to. That fleet is completely recruited. One more turn for that one, so we're very near our requirement for fleet totals. I'm going to sail this fleet up here to get ready for any potential moves from Pontus, which is still all quiet on the Pontus front. Let's march to Mantia. The Arverni, unfortunately for them, did not move on from this location, so we get an opportunity to destroy the Arverni here and now. I will take it. Palm Breeze says, thank you for uploading this campaign, as always. Well, thank you, Palm Breeze. I like the name, by the way. It sounds very relaxing. Wish I was sitting near some palm trees with a nice, warm ocean breeze. Aaron says, I had a great WTF general death a couple days ago. I was advancing my Macedonians towards some barbarians when all of a sudden I get the message my general died. I forgot I put one of these spike strips down, thinking, why not? Yeah, many of us have done that, like killing our general on our own caltrops. That's a classic right there. If you haven't done it, I'm sure you will at some point. Oliver says, any chance of us seeing a scythed chariot or armored elephant doomstack just for fun? Probably not in this one, but a scythed chariot doomstack would be pretty ridiculous. Not sure how well it would do, but it would be pretty funny just to watch. Definitely. Depending on the types of troops the enemy has, it may even be quite effective. So it just kind of depends on what they've got. So the AI is likely to camp way up on their hill here, but we've got some pretty nice range supremacy here. Alright, let's just pull my units out. There we go. Start pushing my units up, hit the old fast forward button here. I'm sure they're hiding up kind of on top of this hill where I don't have line of sight at the moment. Remember this game and introducing that whole line of sight mechanic. It was a very cool thing. Very neat to see that introduced. Dalok says, I wonder if Air will realize the Getae pulled Royal Scythia into the one. I did not realize that. But Royal Scythia just came begging for peace, and I gave it to them. You know, you all may think I'm going soft here in this late campaign, but I guess I don't know, maybe I am. Alright, they're coming charging down the hill at me. I didn't quite expect this. Making aggressive moves on my flank as well. I've got my phalanx in place, so I'll let the barbarians charge me. I'm more than willing to supply them with hot death on the front of my sarissas.
Melee troops awaiting orders. For glory! Ready and waiting.
Alright, so most of the barbarian horde is just going to run straight into the loving sarissas of my phalanx. The Iberian cavalry got shredded by my Medians. Only Medians, but still, Iberian cavalry, very cool cavalry unit. I like Iberian cavalry. It looks cool. They're very nice against skirmishers. They have like pretty high attack and stuff, but they are just awful. Just absolutely awful against serious melee cavalry units that are armed with spears. Start running my Medians up the hill. An Oath-sworn general up here we're gonna have to watch out for. Alright, well, we've got these guys surrounded and beaten. Pretty good charge into the back of this Oath-sworn, which is no doubt owning my Royal Peltist. He was in a pretty dominant position. Nice terrain advantage for the Oath-sworn, but they got absolutely hammered by that elephant charge. Yeah, they dropped a ton of units, like over half of their unit there pretty quickly. Alright, so the enemy Oath-sworn general. Alright, yeah, he is gonna be toast. He put up an excellent fight, though. That Oath-sworn deserves some pretty serious kudos, so that was a very, very well done fight there on their part. Just mopping up the rest of their swords. That mercenary Scutari. Don't you do that. You toss your javelins at me. Look how well that Oath-sworn did against that Royal Peltist. That hill advantage was big, and that was despite the elephant intervention. Alright, that mercenary Scutari got broken. There we go. Good solid victory there against the Arverni. The Iberi, I guess is what we call them, because they took in so many of those. Alright, let's get some more comments here. Senshi says, when did the Seleucids go to Fort Lost in the woods, Missouri? Hannibal always traveled with fine elephant Carthaginian leather. I love it, Senshi. Thanks for being such a long-time supporter of the channel. You are awesome, sir. Zen Wolf says, the Celtic Confederation got some big balls, which they are going to lose soon. That is correct. They just lost them. And I would say that was a very accurate prediction. I don't want to raise this settlement because I just had owned it. It's possible they kind of tore it up, but no, they didn't. So it's better that we didn't wreck this settlement. The DA Win says, the Getae get a job. That's right, they're going to have to go get a new job because they're done with the one they had, owning their settlements. Aging Chris says, wreck the Gauls with arrow volleys. Tra-la-la-la-la. Yeah, it was javelin volleys. I don't know, maybe we need to make a new Wreck the Gauls video for Christmas this year. And someone can help me come up with some lyrics since I am not a writer of any sort or type. Wreck the Gauls with javelin volleys. You know, someone put together the whole poem. We'll read it out. Have some nice B-roll in the background. Dimitris says, Polemos means war in Greek. Well, thank you. Didn't know that. Appreciate the information. Well, folks. Well, indeed. I think we're going to win at the end of this turn because I'm going to finish recruiting this fleet. Go ahead and build some stuff. Any of these settlements looking to have some... Nope, I don't see any patchy factories coming up in any of these. Let's go back over here to Iberia real quick. Right here, potential patchy factory. Want any of that? Actually, I'm going to put that temple in there. Lispo. Oh, yeah, we got another potential one right here, too. There we go. So we almost made some. Managed to catch it there at the last second. Just gonna kind of come in here randomly, dropping some upgrades in these newer territories. There we go. Now let's end the turn, get a few more of your comments here. Ian says, woohoo, ugly mug night. If they put your face on an actual mug for whatever reason, they would have had a sticker to hide your face, just like Moe in The Simpsons. I love it. That's so funny how Moe was always getting ragged over being such an ugly mug. He says, and thanks for the great content. Well, thanks you, Ian, and thanks for taking up the Make Fun of Air's Ugly Mug challenge that I gave you. Trolls says, you hear it here first. Air likes wrecking galls. Well, I mean, he actually put gals, but I said galls. Nice, though. Elite Spartan just puts a fire emoji. Well, thank you, Elite Spartan. David P says, nice. Thank you, David. Jonathan Sarich, Dune Total War. Now, that could be interesting, actually. Could be interesting. Some good sci-fi genre. Whether it's Dune or something else, it would be really neat to see a sci-fi genre Total War. Now, you could get that with Warhammer 40k. You could do it with Dune. Or Creative Assembly could come up with their own IP and do something unique that they created that would also be very interesting. So a couple of ideas there. Michael McCoy says, video good. Nikki Barr, hashtags the spiffing Brit. Thanks for being such a long-time channel supporter, Nikki. Appreciate you. Keep winning in that Salt Casino. Milos says, comment, thank you. So does Dawid. Thank you, Dawid. And Bishop says the same. And Mr. Torbut the same. Thank you all for supporting. I actually read every comment. Wow. Did something right for once. Folks, that's it. That is ultimate victory. Alexander's dynasty sent way beyond where it was ever expected to be. But we have one last and final objective that I must take care of real quick. It was said that Heir must liberate the Turdetani, his old nemesis in his Carthage campaigns, and their home settlement would be Kartuba. So I am going to move to liberate the Turdetani and make them free. In order to do this, I'm going to need to move quite a few troops down here, as I expect some heavy resistance from the Numidians in the area. But we'll do that and make it be the very last thing we do in the campaign. We have achieved the ultimate victory. Ultimate. Alright, let's go to Thracia here. Oh, speaking of, we got attacked. I guess I should do something about that, eh? Got hit by a full stack here. And start marching this way. We should just fight our way out of this one. They have a lot of chosen swords. They have elephants, though. Feel pretty confident we can break them. Let's go ahead and fight this one. finish off the, I think it's funny that the spearmen were being led by a woman. I'm just saying. They call themselves the spearmen, but their leader is a woman. The spear woman, in fact. Alright, so let's wait. Start our deployment. The Celtic Confederation of Morons. Confederation of filthy, dirty jerks who tried to assassinate my king and who will pay a very dear price for their trouble. I'm going to kind of keep my elephants at the ready in multiple positions, and as we get charged by the Celtic Confederation, I will countercharge with elephants. They attacked, or I attacked them, so they're going to hill camp. Fair enough. Go ahead and hill camp. I've got the ranged advantage. I'll be bringing you off that hill very shortly. Yeah, that's right. You know there's no sense in wasting your time. Take out that mercenary Celtic light horse. Yeah, nice diamond formation there. Got the mercenary Celtic light horse coming in here too. I'm gonna charge them once they get close enough. And I'm gonna start wrecking these Celtic slingers. A 2-for-1 deal here because they overlapped some of their slingers, plus they're running through them with chosen swordsmen, so we're getting quite the bargain here with those couple of volleys. Alright. Fight is on, folks. Alright, we gotta hurry and turn this fight around. Thought I gave an attack order, but I just gave a fire order. Okay. Come on, move, move, move. We can't take this heavy charge from the barbarians for too long. We need help.
Our general is under attack.
Yes, he is. That is an astute observation, sir. Got some really nice rear charges in there with our cavalry. Just got a chain route there. Pull out of there and counter charge. Do a group second wind here. Get my elephants all juiced up for another run. Let's keep throwing some counter charges here. Chosen swordsmen are about to get... Oh yeah, they got absolutely wrecked by that heavy cavalry. Our sword line is definitely taking some heat, but they held up. They did what needed to be done. Got a lot of good cycle charging in here. So our sword line held up. They did very well. That was a lot of heavy infantry for the enemy. Their Oathsworn general is getting shredded right now as well. Cataphract's got a lot of kills. That was a good battle. Enemy had a lot of heavy infantry. 8 of them. And they had a fair number of, light spears to throw in there as well. But the elephants definitely, and the cavalry turning the tide there, as well as the archers just absolutely crumbling the enemy skirmishing component, as well as starting to melt the enemy Oathsworn general. Release the captives there. Take a little cash. Look at Royal Scythia sitting right up there. But don't we know fighting them would be a pain in the butt? All those horse archers. Not exactly what I want to be doing right now. Okay, so Celtic Confederation held off for now. Let's go ahead and end this turn. You have some character skills, though. Antiochus II. Army picked up this unrelenting force thing there as well. Alright. Let's end the turn. Very near the end here, folks. Very near the end. All we have to do is liberate the turds. Royal Scythia at war with one of the factions I'm fighting there. I don't feel like messing with this right now, so I'll just take it back. Patavium. Medlon, Octodura. I didn't realize they would be there, but I've got an army in Medlon right there who can just counter this. These guys must have marched west of their homelands. Come after a less guarded settlement. Sounds about like the AI. Okay. Now we just work on freeing the turds from their Numidian captors. Protection expired for us. Well, that's okay. There shouldn't be any more civil wars because we're pretty much done here. This army basically finished replenishing.
At your command. Any man who drops out is left behind.
I'm gonna go ahead and trespass the Celtici.
Ready for orders. Advance.
Trespass Numidia. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and end one more turn and take care of this. Not researching any tech. Doesn't really matter at this point. I'm just going to pick a tech and end our turn. No point in building anything else during that either because we're pretty much done. We just have to free up the turds as my last and final campaign action here. Numidia has no idea what's about to happen to them. Oh, I forgot to counterattack there with that army. Whoops. Why do they make garrisons so pitifully crap in this campaign? I don't understand why garrisons have to be so bad. The Celtic Confederation's like, look at us, we're awesome. Oh, look, they liberated. Is that the Ligurians there? What a bunch of idiots. You all are going to lose your lives. There's really no point in resisting. But we're just losing kids every turn. Good grief. Poor kids.
None will escape.
You dead. Alright. Royal Scythia is definitely looking to get into it with me.
We cannot pass here.
They must have had military access from their Celtic friends here.
Ready for orders.
Right.
Commander,
Go ahead.
on the move.
Step on in.
Command. March. You have further orders?
I dare thee. Okay. Now we are ready, folks.
Ready for battle.
Their army left here. That's hilarious. I do have some ladders that we could use to get busy right away. There's 4 ladders. This army is actually not perfectly well suited to this, but let's just continue the siege quickly and then bring this army in to support.
On the move. Ready for besieging the settlement.
Okay, now we should be good. We got 2 armies here, which is going to bring a lot of heavy swords and infantry for us. Let's go ahead and assault right now, and then see if we can liberate the Turdetani. If we can't, well, this will be my so-called liberation of them by taking over their settlement. But I'll see if we can like actually click like a liberate button and bring their faction back. That's what I'm hoping for. But if not, this will just have to be their liberation, as me freeing them from their Numidian captors. Start deployment. Reinforcements are coming in from the other side of the map, so that is where I will deploy from. Right here, this deployment zone will be just fine. Silver shield swords on all of the ladders. Those towers, though. Scorpion Tower? Yeesh. Yeah, the towers is gonna hurt. No doubt about it. I want to use my Syrians to draw a little fire.
Orders! By your command. Orders! Silver shield swordsman! Orders! Ready!
Cannot go into loose formations with these guys, unfortunately, but...
Royal peltasts! Melee infantry at your command. Silver shield swordsman!
No, wait.
But I offer them this. Run now, and I will spare your lives.
Javelin men, tribesmen. Okay, they don't have a lot of range. I just want to absorb some of the scorpion fire
Orders understood. Ready and waiting.
with my
Silver shield swordsman! Yours
archers.
to command.
Then we have a second wave of heavy swordsmen
Silver shield swordsman!
and infantry that can be standing at the ready.
Commander! Royal peltasts! Heavy archers!
Alright, good. We drew some fire, hopefully away from our silver shield swords. Then I'm going to clean up some of these units on the walls with my heavy archers. Oh, whoops. Accidentally did precision shot on these archers back here. Now they're all going to be exhausted. That were a mistake, folks.
Advance at speed!
Let's fast forward a minute. Alright, my archers are doing a good job of kind of cleaning up a little prior to my ladders getting here, because my guys are going to be pretty vulnerable to all this javelin fire since we're not using a siege tower. Not to mention the Scorpion Tower. We need to get up here and capture this quickly.
Have your archers! Orders, my lord! Have your archers! Quick man! Advance at speed!
Okay. The ladders are getting on up to the walls.
Ready for orders!
So I will soon have men on the walls. Hopefully get that Scorpion Tower decapped, and then we need to decap this one over here, and then I can come open those gates. We're gonna take a lot of damage getting control of these gates. I'm gonna keep spewing missiles up onto the walls for a few more seconds because it's gonna take my guys a minute to start getting up the ladder.
Silver shield swordsman! Hack them down! Commander! Attack their position! Silver shield swordsman! Melee infantry!
There they go. Get that ladder all the way up.
Cut
There.
them
Alright.
down!
You guys are moving up the walls.
What are your orders?
Did really nice damage there. There's a Numidian noble infantry that garrisoned the wall right in front of us. That is unfortunate.
Royal orders?
But a Numidian noble infantry I don't believe is going to be able to hold out. Let's take it easy with the missile fire, because now we got friendlies headed up. Ladders are not very good. Like, you lose a lot of men. Using them, siege tower is much better, but... Armored Numidian spearmen. We're going to be able to overwhelm them with numbers, though. There's no doubt about it.
Orders, my lord! Advance at speed!
Might move up and see if I can come in range of these desert cavalry and Numidian javelins, some of these other units, try and lob some arrows up over the walls at them. Oh yeah, here we go. Start lobbing some arrows up and over.
Melee troops! Orders! Silver shield swordsman! At your service! Silver shield swordsman! Charge! Your orders!
You get down from there, don't you do that.
Advance at speed!
A
To command!
light pelt is trying to take up the ladders. It took my attack order there a little too literally. Oh yeah, we're getting some nice arrows up and over the wall. And the second wave of troops is coming in. We've decapped the tower. As soon as I get enough troops up, I'm gonna go...
Infantry
Like, I can take this unit now and try and go decap this tower.
And for glory!
It's a shattered spearman, so let's not worry about them. Let's just go take that tower. We're gonna take a ton of damage taking it, but that's the name of the game here.
Ready and waiting!
Armored desert cavalry is getting shellacked pretty hard. I could switch into heavy shot here, I think. I think we've still got enough range.
Fire on the enemy!
Heavy shot will do a lot more armor piercing damage. Good against these heavier cavalry types. Okay, we absolutely wiped out
Melee troops!
their contingents on the walls.
Silver shield swordsman!
Just start lining our swordsmen up, pointing down where they'll throw their javelins.
Melee infantry!
Let's get rid of these Numidian javelin men who are pelting us with a bunch of stuff on the walls.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
There we go, those guys are gonna start dropping. Look how much damage we took. We've lost over half of this unit just trying to take the Scorpion Tower. The Scorpion Towers are completely out of control. Like, they are broken. Utterly broken. Speaking of, there's 2 more Scorpion Towers we gotta go take.
Melee infantry at your command! Silver shield swordsman! Royal thorax swordsman! Silver shield swordsman! Melee troops awaiting orders! Silver shield swordsman!
Stupid Numidian javelin men.
Hatchet! Silver shield swordsman! Fire!
See if I can kill off a few more of their cavalrymen. I'm gonna bring up more
Thorax pikeman!
infantry. If I open the gates, I'll be able to run all my cavalry inside. Elephants as well.
Silver shield swordsman! Melee troops!
Start getting down from the walls.
Awaiting orders! We await your orders!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Advance at speed! Move on to our orders!
I'm gonna go ahead and start getting some of my heavy archers up here.
Move on to
Let them
at your command!
get into firing positions up on the walls.
Your orders! Missile infantry! Ready!
Trying to go capture that gatehouse and that tower as well.
Silver shield sword.
Push over here and go do it.
And speed. Melee infantry. Orders.
Doesn't really matter what units we lose here because this is the last battle of the campaign.
Melee infantry ready. At speed. Swords. Guard. Understood.
Here we go. Go capture those.
Silver shield swordsman. Melee troops ready and waiting. At speed.
I can get some of my own archers up here. I could try and kill those javelin men. Right now I don't really have a whole lot of recourse.
Silver shield swordsman. Heavy archers. We await your orders. Orders, my lord. Orders, my lord.
Sending all my missile units up here if I can.
Silver shield swordsman. Silver shield swordsman.
Capture the gatehouse.
Ready and waiting.
Take a ton of damage, but let's capture that tower.
Melee infantry at your command. Ready. Silver shield swordsman.
Oh, the scorpion towers are just brutal over here. Like, just completely shellacking me.
We have captured a tower.
And we are about to capture the gates as well, so... Enemy at the gates, folks. Or in this case, friendlies at the gate.
Swordsman. At your service. Red for glory.
Alright, is that tower gonna fire for me? Like, it sat there and mowed me down the whole time.
Engage. Melee troops awaiting orders.
I wonder if we get right up against the wall. Hopefully it can't shoot us. Move up there. Quit getting shot.
Ready for orders.
Got a movement order right here. Get your butts up there.
Silver shield swordsman.
Let's go see if we can capture these towers as well.
Heavy archers.
We have captured the gates.
That is good news. Alright, heavy cavalry. Proceed.
At the end.
We have captured a tower.
Alright, cram all my heavy cavalry through here.
Advance at speed.
Got a ballista up there. Of course they have a ballista. And it hit a lot of my cavalrymen. Look. Good grief. Killed like 30 cavalrymen because we were blobbed up coming in.
Rhino, advance. As you wish. Silver shield swordsman.
Up there and kill them. What do they got up here? Numidian noble cavalry. It's got nowhere to run as well.
What are your orders?
Alright, this should be it, folks. We just gotta go crush this Numidian noble cavalry.
Our general is under attack.
He's getting hit with that ballista, no doubt. Numidian noble cavalry is pretty tough. It's gonna try and run away from me potentially, but this is the victory point, so if they run away, I'm just gonna capture the victory point.
Awaiting orders. Advance.
They have chosen to stand and fight.
Heavy archers. Hellenic cataphracts. Riders advance.
Let's move as much stuff into here as we can. The Numidian nobles will do okay in melee, but not against spear cavalry. So they'll be taking some pretty egregious losses. Took out that ballista artillery piece there. Let's go get this one. And this is gonna be it, folks. It's time to free the turds. I'm surprised how many of those Numidian noble cavalry is still alive. I mean, they are tough cav, don't get me wrong, but... Here we go. in the battle. Gruesome battle it was. Lost a couple of our sword units, but I mean that's siege battles, especially when you don't bring the right equipment, right? I didn't bring the right equipment. We were just in a hurry. But yeah, I mean that Scorpion towers are, woo, they are nuts. They kill like 2 or 3 guys every shot, and they shoot pretty frequently. All right, so let's see if we can actually liberate the turds, or we just pretend we liberate the turds. All right, we're just gonna have to pretend it because liberation isn't an option here. So, gonna occupy it. There we go. Air liberated the turds in the last battle of the campaign. Folks, we did it. Ultimate victory with liberated turds. Hope you all enjoyed this one. This has been a very memorable campaign for me. I loved every minute of it. I loved making it for you. Stay tuned, and we'll have another historical campaign going on soon. See you then. HeirofCarthage signing out.